housing backlog has seen the mushrooming of informal settlements and has also increased building hijackings around the country. In Cape Town alone, there are over 800 informal dwellings, and this includes those that were built through illegal land occupation during the coronavirus pandemic. There is also a backlog of over 340,000 people on the housing waiting list. Now, despite this, the Cape Town Housing Settlements MMC, Carl Popham, says he is ready to tackle the challenge head-on. eNCA's Nobesuthu Hejana reports.
Human settlements has faced a difficult period in the last 5 months. No one is denying that. But I think what's most important is that the residents of Cape Town know that there is a dedicated workforce within this directorate, public housing, informal settlements, new developments, who is dedicated to serving residents.
Cape Town authorities say while the issues of housing may not be unique to the city, they are working overtime to address it. Unfinished housing developments are said to be a result of the construction mafia, while the dwellings on the biggest railway line are a responsibility no one wants to claim.
We understand that we need to come up with innovative solutions to meet the demand. Currently, the demand can't be met by the state alone, and that's why we're very proud of the Mayor's priority program, which is accelerating land release in the city of Cape Town. We are putting through council more than 5 tranches of land within the current period, and much more within the pipeline in different phases. And so we're working closely with the private and public sector to make sure that we make more housing opportunities available.
Building hijackings in Cape Town aren't as prevalent as other provinces, but back in 2017, 700 people took occupancy of the former Woodstock Hospital, now known as the Sisikhul House. While the city plans to redevelop the site for government-subsidized houses, some residents are worried about the requirements to receive one.
So I won't qualify for what the cities want to give. I won't qualify, and then I don't know where I will be, on the street, and my children.
Others blame the authorities for these building hijackings, claiming if the housing issues were to be addressed, none of this would happen.
We then researched what buildings may be viable. This particular site stood dormant, 80% of it, when there was hospitals that were mothballed and services were transferred and farmed out. And so this was one of the sites that was mothballed. So it stood vacant for probably more than 20 years, and the only occupiers were the birds.
Activists, meanwhile, say they don't condone illegal building occupation, but sometimes it's the last resort for the homeless.
One of the sites that was released for housing here in Pine Road, there's nothing. We can't say that we're releasing parts of land as if it's a ceremonial thing when people are not seeing the material change in their lives. They are not having a roof over their heads. So we must foster acceleration of development.
While Human Settlements MMC Carl Popham has admitted the city's shortcomings in dealing with the housing backlog, he's asked residents to give him time. Popham has promised that his administration will get the work done, but activists say he will have to do a lot more action before earning the trust of those on the waiting list. Nobesuthu Hejana, Cape Town.